there, I'm Kristy,
And I'm Courtney, and
and
this
this
is
is
Heard
Heard at
at
the
the
Bar.
Bar.
I love it when we do it
We
together. I
did
was,
it,
I was there for
yay.
it that time.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't realize,
But
Courtney, is that on Spotify you can see the video as well. I thought it was just
yes,
YouTube.
no,
I know. I
no.
didn't know. I
Spotify, you
did
can see it
not
too.
know this.
Yeah.
So I've had two new friends recently talk about how they started watching the podcast.
Okay.
One was a gentleman caller,
A gentleman caller.
and one is a new girlfriend that I've been socializing with. It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
Hi Tash, I guess she listens. But both of them said, should I stop listening so that I get to know you in person and not you through the podcast?
No.
I know, which I thought was kind of neat. I never really considered it that way. For the gentleman caller, it's like, no, you probably should keep watching it because I'm very closed off.
Yeah, you'll learn more
You'll learn
about
way more.
Kristy by listening to our podcast.
Also, if you find me annoying on the podcast, then you're probably going to find me annoying in real life because I don't think we're too far off from who we actually,
No, I think we're bang on who we are.
yeah, so off
Yep.
the cuff,
Yep.
as
No
you all
holds
can tell.
barred.
We have a guide. We know like basically where we're starting.
We have an idea. We usually come up with a topic.
Exactly. And then Courtney
Yep.
decides when we're going to finish.
Yeah. When you see me go, well,
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
it's done. I have nothing more to say.
Um,
So no, so you were saying that you just realized that Spotify is a video and
I didn't know this. This is new.
yeah.
But like, okay, like I don't have Spotify. I'm probably the only,
Oh,
I know.
you don't have
I
Spotify.
know.
Oh,
I use
I,
YouTube Music.
oh, that's why at the studio, sometimes the studio phone is signed in. Ah, I got you, because
Yep.
I signed the studio phone
I know you
into
do.
Spotify.
I know.
Yes.
And you know what? It's funny because I went on like a music streaming journey since the studio opened. Okay, so when we
Hmm.
first opened up, it was started with this S. Oh,
Serious?
no.
No.
What was it called? My stories would be so much better if I could remember the names of things. But I
Oh,
started with like,
No, that was Napster. Remember
no,
Napster?
Napster. Oh my God, yes. Like, now that's old.
I know, but that's what I was thinking. No.
What was it? Anyways, it has changed. So like whatever I started off with,
Hmm.
and maybe those of you who are listening can comment in our comment section what it was called. Because then it switched hands to Google
Okay.
Music and now it's YouTube Music. And there may have been another switch in there. I feel like it's like gone through a few
Oh,
different like transitions or different companies owning it. And so
interesting.
like I've been on this little journey
Yeah.
with the music, but that's why I'm on YouTube Music because it evolved into what I originally signed up for however many moons ago, well, over 11 years ago
Yeah.
when I first opened up the studio.
Yeah. I
Oh,
used to do iTunes music, like iTunes, because it came with my phone and the
right,
Apple Music thing.
right.
And then I don't even remember when I went on Spotify. I also have YouTube, but I
Well,
went on
Spotify
Spotify.
just kind of like became a thing,
Yeah,
right?
I
Like it
think
was one of those like,
I'm gonna say it was like 2016, maybe 2017. I can find playlists on my Spotify from back that long.
well, so this is the thing. So now whenever
Yeah.
those things come up about what your Spotify playlist says about you or what
Yeah.
your year in review and all, I don't have all of that.
Yeah, so mine is highly skewed by the studio
Right.
and how many times I teach a class that uses a specific playlist that has specific artists. Shout
Okay.
out to Vic for making my Taylor Swift playlist like play high because she likes to listen to Taylor Swift in the studio. So it looks like I am a crazy Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
my kids are like, you don't really listen to Taylor Swift. And I'm like, no, but the studio does. So that totally skews my what I listen to when they do the year in review.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
set.
yeah.
We're covered in many different directions.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, because Courtney, we just set up for the podcast.
Yes.
And here's the thing. It's Sunday. We're taping on a Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
I went for a lovely stroll this morning. Actually met up with Tasha. We went to
I
the
was like in
stock
the rain.
market. No, before it started to rain, it was
Okay.
perfect. It was awesome. Oliver came. It was good times.
Yep.
Um, and then I came back, and then I was exhausted. Like I was out last night, and so that kind of caught up with me. I only had 2 drinks. Like I wasn't like crazy party woo
Yeah.
woo. But I was dancing and all that kind of fun stuff. And so I think it kind of caught up with me. So then I laid down and I had a little nap. And so then I wasn't prepared at all, to the point where we walked in and then I was like frantically trying to find things. And I was trying to find, I guess, Courtney, you should tell the story. I was trying to find the charging cord for my laptop because the battery was low, and here we were going to tape. And how funny would that be? Not.
If your
If we
laptop
started and my battery went, well, we're mid taping. And Courtney, what happened? What did you experience
So
there?
I came in. So just to preface it, we are doing a mat class today in the building. And so we brought in the mats, everything. We came into the apartment afterwards, and Kristy's like frantically trying to get stuff. And I see her move the cord to her Apple computer, and right behind me, if you're watching on video, I'm pointing to the island. She moved it to this island, and it's right near, she has an outlet on the island. So it's right there. And I saw her do it and thought, oh, okay, maybe she doesn't need it. Whatever. So then she's frantically going in and out and all over the apartment, but she's not telling me what she's looking for. So I'm not sure what she's looking for. And then finally I'm like, I could hear her muttering something about camp hunting. So I was like, can I ask what you're looking for? And she was like, the charging cord. And I'm like, the one that's right here on the island.
That you picked up.
And she's like, yeah, that one. I'm like, yeah, you picked it up and put it there.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is welcome to my
so,
world and my the way my brain works. It's getting dangerous in here. I don't know. I think I may have to move to assisted living.
It's just so funny because I just had to ask because I was like, watch it be this cord that she has walked past 3 times.
I tell you, my daughters are actually concerned about me living on my own. They are a little bit. I need to couple just so that
someone takes care of
someone takes care of me. I do have to find a younger man so that
I was going to say, you know what? I was going to say what you need is a billet. You need a billet to be able to help you organize things. But you'd actually have to also organize their lives.
No, I need a personal assistant. I've said this. There should be, as soon as you turn 45, you should get a government issued
I remember.
personal assistant.
Yes.
That is just like that. They keep track of where everything is. They keep your life organized. They walk around and they show you where things are. They remind you the name of your children.
You know what? They're going to get, like, you know how dogs can be your, like, they help you, and that we need dogs that are like, you say that what you're looking for and they go find it and they bring it to you.
Well, no, I need a support
dog.
I need a support person.
You're going people, I'm going dogs.
I want to. Well, I mean, I got a dog, and like he can't do those things for me.
No.
But I need someone who's like able to like turn the oven off. Is it still on? I need someone who's like, hey, make that doctor's appointment.
But I just have such a lack of faith for people that they just no, it's just I've seen so many people that we've had helping us just bail on us. And
they have to do this as like they're like in order to get their credit in university or something.
But you know how they bail too. So I have zero faith in anybody. I actually have zero faith in kids that even are working for money. Like the number, so Neve has a new job, and you know I'm not going to say too much about it because she loves it.
Okay, good.
Loves the people, like loves who she works for, loves it. Good. However, she works with some other kids that are Gen Z, and they get an email telling them what they can wear to work. These kids literally show up to work wearing what it says not to wear. Yeah, and it's a front-facing job, so you're in the public eye. You just got a note that says you can't wear this. Why did they tell you can't wear it? Because it's not appropriate.
Oh, wow.
And so what do you have to do? Well, you have to go help in the back room. Well, if you're on a shift with 5 people and 4 of them come inappropriately dressed, you've got one person, that person being Neve, because she is very rule follower.
Right.
She's running the show on her second day of work. Like, all because people don't follow the rules because rules don't apply to them. Or they bail on their shift because they just don't feel like going to work today. I have so little faith in people these days.
Well, that makes me... Okay, we're going to change the subject.
Let's change the subject. So really, actually, so that's
because Courtney's also in a tizzy right now.
Yes. Yes. I love my son.
Yes, you do.
He's visiting for the weekend. But he also flies by the seat of his pants and doesn't follow rules and does whatever the heck he wants to do. He was
A
going.
true artist.
He is an artist. He was going home at 6 o'clock. No, he's staying. He's going to be with us tonight as well and going home tomorrow.
But didn't tell you until.
Oh, he told me. So we had planned. I was coming here well, I was going to meet at the studio for 4:30. So we had planned a family dinner at 3:30 so that I could see him before he was heading home at 6 o'clock. And so at 3 o'clock or 3:10, he says, "Oh, hey, by the way, my friends are coming over," as they walk in the door. And then they say, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna go home tomorrow. We're gonna all hang out here and party and have some fun at here. Play video, or what do they play? Catan, board game." And I love it. I love having them at the house.
Right.
But threw me off. So here I am thinking, this is the way things are going.
Yeah.
And I get to the studio. Meanwhile, my brain, the whole drive to the studio has been going through I have to work tomorrow morning. Oh, I have to contact this client because I don't think I have enough people in that class.
Yeah.
I get to the studio and Kristy's like, "Hey," and I'm like, I don't know, say anything. And then finally, I'm like, "Are you talking to me?"
Well, you walked in and asked, and right away, "Are these mats here? These the ones we're taking?" You were like, like, "Hi, Courtney."
You kept
Hi.
being like, "Hi.
How are you?
Hi."
Are you okay? Are you talking to me? You're the only one here, Courtney. So we are both in a state. Like, how typical is that for the two of us?
Oh, so funny.
To both be in a state.
But really, what we were going to talk today is about reality TV.
I know. Okay, so update on my application for
Yes.
Age of Attraction.
We're gonna update about your
Yeah,
age of
yeah,
attraction.
yeah.
So we did do a poll on the Instagram. That was it. Did we do it on Herd or did we do it on at the
I
bar?
don't know where we did it.
We did it on one of the two.
Were vocal. It was the most vocal.
Oh my gosh,
people
I
I've
have
ever been.
it was 100% Kristy needs to go on this Age of Attraction thing. So like 100%,
Yeah.
and it was voted, like it was pretty high in the number of people who did it. I was shocked.
I know.
And then so Kristy started looking into, how do I throw my
I did the full
hat in the ring?
application. Filled it all out.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so
What did you find?
like it's asking like, and the questions. Why am I saying like a lot? I don't know. Okay, anyways,
Who have you been hanging around with?
the questions are all like what you would expect. What's your past experience? Or what sites are you on? How long were you married? What happened there? Would
Yep.
your family or friends be willing to go on the show? That kind of thing. Because there's
Yep.
that time when you like
Oh,
reveal
if
your
you go
dating.
and then yeah.
So all that went fine, and then I get to the legal sign off, the final sign your life away.
Yep.
And I thought, okay, this is above my pay grade. I'm going to send this to a couple of my lawyer clients and have them just give it a quick read. And immediately they're like, I don't know why anybody would sign this. It says, and I should have looked it up just before, but of course, we just told you we were in a tizzy before we started.
Yeah.
But it said something along the lines of, so any images that you provide of yourself that they use, and any images they take of you, including video, voice, all that kind of stuff, is their property throughout the universe.
Yeah, like that's crazy. That was the part when you said that I was like, are you kidding? Forever
Yeah.
and ever and always?
Throughout the
Like,
universe.
What?
And then it said that I'm not eligible for any royalties. So like if whatever, let's just say like something that I did becomes a saying and they make money off it, or my
Yeah.
image is used and they make money off it, I don't have any rights to that.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. And any images I provide that they use, I can never use either. So I wouldn't be able to use any of those images like to promote me doing it through the studio.
Yeah. Yeah. So like if you were to go on, it would be a bonus for the studio, but now suddenly it would
I'm limited to how I can even
you couldn't
promote
even use it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then if I were to share any, because you have to write or sign the NDA,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if I were to share any secrets that they deemed that weren't allowed to be shared,
Yeah.
I would owe them $50,000 for every secret shared. Now that
Oh my
wouldn't, like, I
gosh.
wasn't concerned about
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, I'm not gonna, if I'm signing something, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that. But at the same time, like, holy cow,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
insane. So I decided not to
Yeah.
continue on.
So no to Kristy going on Age of Attraction.
Yeah, shame.
Yeah. It would have been fun.
I mean, it would have been a good time. I think it would have been fun. But you know what? Like, so you have asked me to start watching Love Island,
Yes.
which I wasn't watching before.
Yes.
I haven't seen it all along. And so at your request, I started watching that. And after watching it, I'm a little bit okay with not going on Age of Attraction because I kind of feel like all of these reality TV shows, and I said this jokingly in the studio, that if I went on it, I'd have to go on with a persona.
Yes.
Like, I'd
You
have
couldn't
to
be
go on-
yourself. It had to be.
I would be gutted with the way that people are treated and what people say about them on screen, off screen.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of, like, really playing with your emotions.
Well, it's also based on the producers and
Right.
how they spin your storyline.
Right.
So I think we mentioned this in a previous one, that I was on a TV show when I was younger with Ryan.
Right, the documentary.
The documentary. And the way they spun us made it seem like the only reason Ryan married me was to have kids. And that should I not be able to have kids, he would leave me. Like,
Right.
they literally spun it that way. And so we actually had, like, friends reach out when they saw it to be like, are you going to be okay? Are you two going to be okay? And I was like, why? Like, I didn't even, because when I watched it, I just glossed it. Like, I didn't really watch it because I was
Right.
there during the filming of it.
Right.
So I didn't really pay any attention to it. I
Right.
have it on VHS, but I didn't really watch it.
Right.
And it was before social media. So it was before you would see quotes and clips of yourself online, right? So it literally was
if the
just on
producer
TV.
decides to spin it to make you look like a total dick.
Yeah.
You can't say anything. You can't
Yeah.
go back and be
What are
like,
you gonna
"Here's
do?"
what really happened.
No.
That's not what really happened. Here's what they did to me. Like, you can't do anything.
And so it's like that. So
No, thank you.
Yeah, no. And as part, so Love Island, they just, so spoiler alert for those of you who are
If you aren't caught up, you might want to pause.
I'm just
this
going to
now
say,
and come
I
back once you
think
get
we're
caught up.
on season 8, episode 9. I want to say I think
like
that was last night's.
Something like that.
So if you get to the part where you don't know who got voted off second, so the first one went off a couple of days ago. The second one was voted off. So that's where we are. So stop. Okay,
so
we're
this
giving
is-
you warning right now. Stop.
This
Okay,
is the
don't listen.
second time, Courtney, that you have said you got to watch something. And I start watching it and I'm like, what the heck are you getting me into? It happened with Outlander.
Oh, it did. Yes.
And
Outlander.
I pushed through because you told me to.
was
And I was
good.
glad I did because, oh my God.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Yes. Yes.
If there's a Scottish lad out there that looks anything like Jamie and he finds me attractive,
You're all in.
I'm all on over. But I was like, what the heck? It's like a freaking softcore porn. Like, they are. Hi, how are you?
Series,
and then make out.
but honestly, this one is not as bad as some of the other seasons. Like
it's been worse than this?
It has been worse. Yes, this season there's not a lot of bedroom scenes. The previous seasons, it was terrible. Terrible.
Like doing stuff in the communal bedroom. Oh
Like there's cameras everywhere. And they know it. Like they are well aware that there's infrared cameras that can see at night. They've got night vision.
Okay. So those of you who
that
haven't
hasn't-
watched this
yes.
and don't plan to watch it, let's give you the Cole's notes.
Okay,
version.
so we were checking out names. We are both very terrible with names.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of give ourselves a refresher.
That's
But
right,
the
Carrie.
idea of the idea of Love Island is you have a core group. They call them the OGs. So you have a core group of people that go onto the island. They show up 2 by 2.
Boys and girls.
The girls go first this time. So all the girls came in 2 by 2.
All wearing bikinis.
All wearing bikinis.
Constantly.
They do a little dance. They talk about who they are, what they are.
What was the beginning when they have the music
That
playing?
was so cringy.
Okay, that's not normal?
That is normal.
Oh
but,
my God,
but the dance they did was super cringy. Like the start of it was super, like the girl
And
doing
they're,
the
like,
splits.
lip-syncing and they're...
No, they don't always do that. Like
Okay.
there is a start where they do something.
Okay.
Last season was kind of funny. It was cute. This season is very cringy.
Okay.
But it's supposed to show their personality. So you're supposed to be like, oh, that person is, you know. So the girls are sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden the boys start coming in. And your idea is you have to pair off.
Yeah.
So you're instantly trying to be like, oh, who's caught my eye? And you have to try to talk to them. And you want to, you know, the idea behind it is you see a person you like, you pull them for a chat.
Right.
So then you either take a seat somewhere in the villa or you go to like these hideaways and
More often in these chats, you end up
making out. And honestly, what I can't understand, like that one boy, he literally is like, can I kiss you?
Yeah.
Like his first thing.
Yeah.
And
I know. And like they just meet. Okay, so they just meet, and then that night they're sharing the bed with the person that they've decided to choose as their couple.
Yeah.
As their
they coupled
their
up.
connection.
Like they couple up. So think of it as speed dating, and then literally you're in bed with this stranger.
On speed.
Yeah.
Speed dating on speed.
Yeah, like you're literally
Sleeping with a stranger. How weird would that be? And some of them are like night one snuggling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
it's
having cuddles.
Yeah, and kisses, cuddles, snuggles, like the whole 9 yards. So
I mean, to be young again.
yeah, you're like, okay, so I think the age range is 20 or 21 to maybe 30, 31.
Yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah.
the age range.
Yeah.
There was a single father or a single dad who was a police officer. There's a nurse. There is a girl that works in a hardware store. There's a model. I think the one boy is a student, the 21-year-old that just came, bombshell that came in. I think he's a
Paralympic athlete.
Oh yeah, she was my favorite. I loved her. She was so real. She was, cool. And Paralympic. Cool. She's missing the bottom half of one of her legs, and I think it was
that like leg looks impressive.
She is so fit too. I loved that she was so real.
Yeah,
she clocked it. Oh, she called anybody out on anything.
The thing is that it's kind of along the lines of like these of like Below Deck and those things. You've got all of these beautiful people, single, living together in tight quarters, hanging out all day, every day. And like right off the bat, they say, okay, you gotta pick one of these as your person, and then of course, and then they have like either you're open or you're closed. So you're either open and still searching for somebody else,
willing to make out with somebody else, even though you're in bed with this one.
And see if maybe they're a better match for you. You're not switching until they say you can switch. And then what, the big spin is that sometimes they decide for you. Or they send in these bombshells. And then even like more beautiful people. Like I don't know where they're even getting all these beautiful people. And then they can then sometimes have the say and control. But what breaks my heart watching it is seeing these young women showing true emotion. And I'm assuming it's true emotion because I don't know that any of them are actors.
No. So last season, it was all influencers. So they were so fake. They were not, and I think that was the problem. They were like actors. They were fake. They were in it just for clout. They just wanted to grow their followers. They hooked, some of them even actually had relationships before they got into the villa. They knew each other because they were all influencers. So,
Okay.
and that kind of came out as they didn't talk about it. They didn't,
Right.
it just came out because people sitting at home are like, wait a minute. And, they're deep diving on their social media and finding out
Right.
that they were at the same event or
Right.
they're liking each other's posts 3 years ago, like that kind of
Right.
thing. So this season, they are really regular people. They're not anything special.
Except gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Some of them apparently do have quite a bit of money. Like they're not doing this for money because there is a prize money at the end. So
Okay.
this season's people they're not doing this for money. They have money. So, one of the girls, she's amazing. She is one of the most down to earth. Her dad is like an NBA player. So like, it's that kind of people who grew up in the limelight. So this isn't going to really impact on them because they're used to that, right? So I think they tried
Used to that, but not used to that in the way of having their heart out there and their heart
But
being.
that's me. So I've seen this, and we've talked about this on the podcast with the girls. We were talking about it about the fact that this kids today are like hookup culture and that they're kind of thing. So these kids are coming on here and you can see them. You can see the people who are the hookup culture. You can see the ones that are just like the one guy, Corbin. He's just like, can I kiss
adorable.
you? He's
He's so
adorable. But he's just like, and I mean, mind you, he's asking, right? He's not just
and he's being respectful. And
he's
they all
when
are
they
being
say
respectful.
no, when they say no, he goes, okay, like I respect that.
Yeah.
But I've asked.
Yeah.
But then he uses the exact same line on the next girl, and the girls come together and they talk about it. So they're like, so he's not getting away with anything.
No.
But you can see the emotion, like you can see the girl who is like thinking, okay, in my mind. So I think did we come up with it? It was Trinity and Bryce, I think. They're in a couple and they've been together since the first day and she is developing true feelings for him.
Right. But they got together not because they both chose each other, because they were
the end.
Yeah.
I think they got to put together, right? Because they were at the end. So she's developing feelings for him. And I read this recently that so in the last one, he actually decided out of the blue, he was going to pull a different girl and talk to her. However, I did hear, I think was somebody who's not in the thing anymore and came out, I can't remember which one, said basically he was told because he was locked in. They were locked in. And the producer said, no, it's too early for you to be locked in. You need to pull somebody. And so that's the only reason he did it. And the girl he pulled, the only reason he pulled her was because that's the only person he had any sort of interaction with in the villa outside.
And it's his best friend's girl.
And it's his best friend's girl. So the funny thing is we were watching and his best friend all along is basically telling him he shouldn't be with this Trinity girl, that she's not interested in him. Okay, so you're telling him that his girl is not interested in him and he doesn't see this. So now he's like, oh, what am I missing?
But they're also all playing a game.
They are playing a game. But then this best friend gets mad when he's going to pull his girl. Well, who else did you think he was going to pull? Your girl's the only other girl he's talked to. Like, I'm sorry, you can't tell him that he shouldn't be with the girl he's with and then get upset that he's going after your girl. Like, and really respectfully, he wasn't. He just said, I'm going to talk to her because and I really just need to make sure there's nothing between us.
Yeah.
The girl was like, there is nothing. I see you as a friend. And he's like, okay, good. Well, then I have done my due diligence. I am all in with it. Like,
this is what makes me so concerned about this reality TV show culture is that,
and it's what's happening in reality. Like, I see this all the time. These boys who have now limitless people that they can Snapchat.
right.
So the girl that's right in front of them is being pushed to the side for the potential of a girl who really is not interested in him because she's got another 50 guys on her Snapchat.
Wow. I mean, so this is exactly what the dating app culture is.
Going, and you were talking about that.
You scroll and you like and you scroll and you like, right?
Yeah.
And then every so often you might match. And then you match and you start talking, but then you may have like 4 or 5 others that you've matched with, and there's some level of conversation going on. And the thing is if you don't have a lot going on at one time, that's the only way you can filter through which one is actually worth taking the next step with.
Yeah. And so let's say you've got those 4 people that you're chatting with, and then you randomly meet a guy on the street.
Yeah.
you've got those 4 people who might be locked in only talking to you, but they could also be talking to 5 other people.
Most likely they were talking to others.
Exactly. But then you've got this in person.
Yeah.
Well, you've been, let's say, planning to go out with this person who you are on your app, but then this guy is here and he's asking to go on a date, and you're like, oh, I don't know, should I go on a date with him when I'm potentially going out with these other 2 guys? So you're losing the person in person, and I'm not saying this is happening to you, but I'm seeing it.
No, and I would say, so like my take on that is, and this is something that I've had to like let go of my own kind of what's the word, hang-ups on dating, right?
Yep.
Because that's exactly it. When we grew up, you dated one guy
and
only.
Yep.
And if you dated more than one, then you were a slut.
I was just going to say you got called things.
Yep. Slut shaming was
Yep.
alive and well.
Yep.
And so it's hard not to worry about that. But the way that I see it, or the way that I look at it,
Yep.
is that, and this has not really happened. I think I in 1 week I had 2 dates and
Yep.
was talking to both and going on a couple of dates with 2 guys at the
Yep.
same time a little while ago. But all we're doing is getting to know each other. We're talking.
Yeah.
You know, there might be a kiss at the end of the night,
Yeah.
but we're not making out, and we're not sleeping in a bed together.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
not getting super physically intimate at all right off the bat.
Yeah.
Much to their chagrin, because slut shaming, I'm gonna.
Yeah. No. Like,
But the way I see it is you're getting to know people, and like I think that's one of the biggest challenges, is that with the app, you're having your conversation, and it might be nice and a good banter going back and forth. Then you get in person, your nerves are different. You're excited, you're nervous, all that kind of stuff. So then you don't necessarily show up the same way as you do in a text. You can't.
Yeah. Well, you can't love bomb in person.
Right, and you can't process your thoughts the same way. You can't pause and like read it and then respond 10 minutes later once you've thought it through and what you want to say.
No, you're like,
right, you're having to do it. So it does change kind of what, but also because you're nervous, you can't really get a good sense of what the connection even is.
Yeah.
Like what I always say is you need 3 dates in order to get there.
Yeah. Well, and really, it takes 3 dates before the person, well, even then, their personality is not necessarily coming. So can you imagine being with that person that you've gone on these dates, being with them like 24/7?
Right.
Now, mind you, I do know from past contestants I've seen that they say they literally are together for the video and then they separate them for the rest of the day. The girls are together and the guys are, they're not in couples all day, every day. They're not
And then
always
they go
together.
and sleep together.
Yeah,
No.
they get separated when the cameras are not rolling.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, so they I think it's that for dinner they said they separate them for dinner. Like they're not to get, the girls are in one thing and the boys are in something different, so that they can eat separately, and that they get their breakfast and lunch they make to like with themselves on their own little thing.
Well, this is one thing I do like, is that the boys make the girls breakfast.
Yes,
and
actually,
bring
and
it
it's
to
become a
them
thing. Like I
while
really
they're getting
do.
ready. I think that is just
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah. So apparently I saw something else that said that they wake the girls up at like 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning, and so that they can get ready. They basically wake them up and say, okay, go get ready. And so they get ready. And so the reason they don't swim more, the girls were saying, is because they're in a full face
glam.
of makeup.
Yeah.
You don't want to be going swimming and getting your face all and your hair all wet and stuff. So that's why they don't go in the water more.
Now I gotta say though, that was so sweet when Kenzie and Sean both ended up as single.
Oh, yes.
Sean
And
was
yes.
bringing her
Yes.
breakfast and was holding her hand as they walked out.
Yeah.
I just thought that was so sweet.
Yeah. A little bit with that, I thought it was a little bit performative of Sean to.
And maybe it was.
No.
Like, he was
not even that. Like the performative of that he started being like all kissy and huggy, and I'm like, you're just trying to stay.
That's 100%.
Like-
So this is my point though.
Yeah.
So like when I'm talking about 3 dates,
Yeah.
and even then I might not get the true guy, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he's not trying to get 50 grand out of
Yes.
the dates.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys are trying to, or whatever.
They're
the
trying to get
dollar
whatever
amount.
money it is that they're getting out of it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
on top of
Yeah.
staying on the show, and on
Yeah.
top of their ego of being picked,
Yeah.
and on top of getting to make out and fool around with anybody they seem
Yeah.
to want to.
Yeah.
Like that's the part that, but that's the part that drives me nuts is the, can I pull you for a talk? And
Yep.
then they end up making up. They're not
Well, no, yeah.
paired up. And
I,
then the poor girl, the other person finds out and then
Yeah.
they get mad. But that other person has done it as well.
Yes.
So you can't get mad when you're doing it too. Like,
well,
this is where it
Kenzie
starts
is
to
your
get-
prime thing. Like she's making out with these two guys, and then she gets mad that the guy she's with pulls another girl to talk and asks to
And
kiss
that's where-
someone.
I know.
Even though,
I know.
even though he was denied,
Yep.
she was just like mad. And I'm
I
like,
know.
but honey, you're literally sucking face with this other guy
Yeah.
while you're sleeping with this guy making out.
I know.
Like, honey, you can't.
I know.
But so that was our big thing was watching this. And last night, did you see After Sun?
No, I haven't watched that yet.
Okay.
No.
So on After Sun, Beatrice and Sean are on it, and they're talking about
dirt.
the dirt, but they're talking about how the producers skewed it. And who
okay.
in the villa is actually sweethearts that
Okay,
they
well, don't
look
tell
like
me. I'm
terrible.
gonna
No, I'm
watch.
not going to tell.
Okay.
But you have to watch After Sun. Like it is so. The start of After Sun feels like a podcast, just like us chatting.
Right.
It was a little bit too long because
Oh.
you knew they were there, and so you really just want to see and hear instead of just hearing them randomly talk about nothing.
Right.
It would have been better if they did the first little bit, kind of like we did, and then they brought the Beatrice and Sean
okay.
on, and then maybe at the end have more of a conversation of their take on
Right.
it when they're not there.
Right.
But they didn't. They talked for like almost half an hour, just the two of them, and I was like, okay, get on with it. I don't care what you think. I just want to see them.
Which anybody who's not interested in Love Island is doing the same thing right now.
Well, they're totally. That's why they heard the first half of our podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was not about Love Island.
So I was talking to, of course, then I started talking about it in the studio,
Yes.
what I'm watching and everything.
Yes.
And so two things have come to mind before I go
Yeah.
into that, is the amount of people that after they finish the little makeup session are
Yes.
like wiping their mouth.
Yeah.
Like why? Like
Who
my grade
taught
8
these
boyfriend
people
did that to me.
Who
Like, that
taught
hasn't
these
happened-
people to kiss?
Ew, why?
I don't. I'm watching them and I'm like, who kisses? Where did you learn?
Aggressive tongues, like guys.
What is going on? How can you not kiss somebody without sticking your tongue in their mouth first?
Yeah,
Do you remember? Wasn't it like French kissing was like oh my gosh, you French
Yeah,
kissed him?
yeah.
Are you kidding?
And
Like
I mean,
that
there's no-
wasn't the first thing you did.
There's no problem with the French kissing. It's
No.
it's the like trying to actually fill the mouth with the tongue. That's
Oh my gosh, I feel like you don't
disgusting.
need to clean their teeth with your tongue. What are
Exactly.
you doing?
Exactly.
Like how is that?
Exactly.
How is that even attractive? How is
no, it's gross. It's
dude?
gross.
I don't need you to clean.
So talking about it in the studio, and then one of my clients, Maddie, she's
Yes.
like, "Oh, wow, you gotta watch Love Island UK, the original one."
Oh, I have not actually watched that. I've seen some of the people from Love Island UK when they come on Love Island All Stars.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually watched it. Is it
So it's like
worse than the US one?
it's worse. It is a train wreck.
Oh,
It
no.
is like there's more of the strategic conversations going on.
Okay.
And I can't remember how she describes the people who are on it, but they're just a little bit
They seem
socially
trashier.
trashier.
They seem
That's-
trashier.
Thank you.
They
That's
seem
the right word.
they call it a
Definitely.
caravan. I would call it trailer trash. Like,
Definitely trashier.
Yep.
One is a Playboy bunny, and there's a clip. Oh my gosh, and I don't know if we can put it in here.
I don't know.
or
This is
what.
me. We don't have an editor
Yeah.
anymore, so it would be me trying. I'll
So
try.
there's a clip of this Playboy bunny, and she's talking, and they're trying to explain. The other girls are trying to explain Brexit to her,
Oh.
and she says, and I'm gonna mix up the
Yeah.
the accent, but I love me a good accent. She says, so I live in Sussex. Is that a country? And they're like, no, that's a county. And she's like, so if I got on a plane, would I be in a different country? They're like, well, it depends on where you go in the plane. So like Spain, is that like the UK? No. Oh my God. It just, howling hilarious. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta watch this. But like, she and the one guy where I'm at in that season, the very first one, they are immediately a couple, like from the very beginning, and they never waver.
Oh.
Yeah, and so they become like the power couple, which meant that they could then decide who was leaving. So one couple actually.
So they get to vote off instead of
They
like
get on
in the
this one
U.
episode,
Okay,
the one
because I was going to
episode
say in the
is one.
U.S. right now, we got to vote.
Right, and there was different things
Mm-hmm.
that have made the decision
Yeah.
as to who's going to go.
Okay.
But this one episode was the two
Okay.
of them got to decide.
Okay.
And now they are a considered couple. She's
Yeah.
met his parents, that kind of thing.
Oh,
But
okay.
it is, I feel like there's a little bit more scrappiness. There's
Okay.
a little bit more of like girls going at it. Like
Oh, okay.
they're like, there's a couple that where you're like, oh my gosh, like are they gonna actually like fight?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it is.
And I think
intense.
I heard that there is some girl on girl drama that we're not seeing, that between, they're not showing it, no, but because there was a whole thing and the poor little girl's soul was crying after she got pied in the face. And I was like, that
Yes.
seems weird. She doesn't seem the type to just randomly cry.
Yeah.
So her bestie was on TikTok and she's talking about the fact that there was 4 or 5 pies that she got in her face. They just didn't show it.
them all.
And they didn't show what was said to her as well. So it was just the last pie that pushed her over the edge when she started crying. And so they said, and there's one part in the last episode where Melanie, so Melanie Soul are in a love triangle with Sincere.
Yeah.
And in it, Melanie says, I'm leaving him to you, basically. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to fight the words we've had between us. And that hasn't been on TV. We've not
Right.
seen them have
Well, there's
any
been
words.
some. There's been some.
Yeah, but more nasty over
yeah,
here
yeah,
and
that's
nasty
true.
over
Not
here.
directly to
Not
each other.
direct. This
Right.
apparently there was some direct, and apparently the producers, because they're super messy, put their makeup stations right opposite each other. Because obviously, drama.
Right.
Put them right opposite each other. And apparently there must have been words, they just haven't aired it. And yeah. So I'm like, yeah, you're totally skewing it, making us want to like one versus the other.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of wish we were actually seeing who they really were, not who they're trying to make them out to be.
I don't know, Courtney. It's a nasty, nasty situation.
It is. But, we would love to hear, if you guys are watching Love Island, who you think is real and who you think is not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Any kind of consensus? Have you deep dived anyone? Has anyone
Favorite
looked-
couple.
Oh,
Who's the favorite couple?
Yep.
Who's your favorite couple?
My favorite couple, I think, would be is it Anaya? Is that her name? Anaya and Casey.
Okay.
So I really like Casey. I think he's super cute. And
Casey's the model.
So Casey is the guy. He's always dapper dressed, really, really tight hair, short. He was the one in the very first episode that he chose the plant and went and stood at the door. Did you see that? So and he
was the only one.
the only one. And when he
Okay.
opened the door, there
Okay.
was
Not
no one there for him.
the shaggy haired model guy. No, I like
No.
those two as well. Those two are
Yeah.
good because they were kind of Mama and Papa Bear.
Yeah.
Like they kind of are like
Yeah.
the ones that like
They looked in the
counsel each other.
the very beginning. It was like they didn't want to pick each other, but they did. They ended up together.
Yeah.
And I think that they just work.
Yeah.
But yeah, he apparently is the one with the most style in the villa.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, I think we're probably about. You did the whole sigh. I didn't do that this time. You were
Did
like,
I?
yeah, you did the sigh. So I was like, you were
Oh.
like, and yeah. So I was like, okay.
The funny thing is that the whole time you were talking there was something that I wanted to say, and now I can't remember what it was. And it was going to be so good. Like it was just going to be the best thing we've ever talked about. And so now I guess at this point you're just going to have to wait till
You're gonna have to wait till the next
episode,
one till we figure out what it was she was gonna say.
because I will remember. I'll remember after this is done. And then if I
She'll
remember,
be in the middle of teaching the math class later tonight and
Right.
suddenly be like, Courtney, I remember.
Yeah. And if we remember to write it down, then we'll talk about it next
Yeah,
time.
we will.
Thank you so much for listening
Yes.
and watching and joining us. Again, we are just
We're very
touched.
thankful. We're very, very thankful.
Everybody who's provided feedback and is supportive, thank you. We appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing where we go next. We've actually had a few people request to be on. Another
We've had more people request to be on the podcast.
Interesting.
Yep. Maybe next season.
So, those of you who are listening, please engage with us.
Yes.
Tell
Do you
us.
like guests?
You want guests on?
Would you rather hear just us talk?
Do you want to exactly. Tell us what you think and how you'd like to see this go. Would anybody like to see Carrie return from season 1?
Oh yeah.
Crazy Carrie, our good friend. I don't know. Let's see.
Let us know.
All right, but we will. We've got more to come. Brace yourself.
And thank you for being part of our community.
Bye.
Bye.